The military is a place where you find a lot about yourself based on the stressful situations. So it really gets to your true being of who you are, and you really find out what your limits are. I entered the Marine Corps at age 22, and I was pleasantly surprised by how I adapted. I was always very much a free spirit and, needed some discipline, quite frankly, and some rigor and structure. Working as a lieutenant and being, responsible for others really brought out the best in me. In the military, you're always thinking about home. You're thinking about what you're going to do when you get back in the world. And so it gives you a different perspective when you come back in to really live life to the fullest. The decision to get out of the military actually came on very quickly. When I got back from my deployment to Iraq, we immediately got pregnant with our first son. And when he was born, I become instantly vulnerable and had felt kind of indestructible up to that point. But now there was this new reason to continue and to be there for him. So I made the decision that I was going to be out of the military. As I transitioned out of the military into my first corporate role, there was a lot of transformation that had to take place. First and foremost, the communications that we did were all telephone calls. There was no emails. Mannerisms that we took, the cultural norms, definitely shifted greatly. And so that's something that you'd be very cognizant of and be able to acclimate into working with your colleagues in a corporate environment. As I made my transition, I looked at it as a mission. And so I was very planned. I embraced the opportunity to make the change. I grew my hair out a little bit. I had a goatee. Now it's grown into a full beard that's out of control. But at the time, I really wanted to move in and not be seen as a veteran. I'm very proud of my veteran status, but I wanted to be seen as a professional. And I took it as a great honor when people would say, I didn't know that you served in the military. I recently joined DOI to serve as the Military and Veterans Affairs Leader, and in that role, I'm responsible for smooth transitions for new hire veterans that are joining the firm, as well as military spouses, as well as programs and opportunities to get out in the communities to serve the veteran populations across the U.S. We've received some great feedback from members that have leveraged the VetNet as they made their transition. One of the key attributes to that is the Veteran Ambassador Program, where we match them up with a veteran buddy as they join the firm. Veterans often have a quick connection through our shared experiences. There seems to be a void that opens up that needs to be filled, that is felt from no longer serving your country or being in the military, or the camaraderie that comes along with that. So I started going to Krav Maga lessons. And it gives you a great opportunity to, one, stay in shape, but two, it's obviously a great stress reliever and you're getting good exercise at the same time. The stress that's in a work environment is real, but it's a little different than the stress of life or death. When things get tough, you always have that moment to kind of reflect back on and say, at least we're not in that situation, and this is something that we can just take a deep breath and get through. What I love most about my role when working with EY is the ability to marry my passion with my work and see firsthand the positive impacts that our work is having on the veteran community.